Hello, welcome back. Last time I made an orange peeling machine, which was pretty neat. Then I got scared off by the complexity of this puzzle, and went off and played marbles for a while instead. Glyph of Purification. Wait. Right, I did see this. This is the other way to promote an atom without quicksilver. More expensive if you're going for, well, anything beyond lead. But doesn't require quicksilver. Okay. So this is my output. This big, complicated thing with lots of bonds in lots of directions. Guess how many glyphs of bonding I'm going to use? No points for guessing. This should not be a surprise at this point. Alright, so one glyph of bonding. So we're kind of doing sort of the opposite of the orange peeler. So we're manufacturing a new orange with its peel on the outside, and a slightly different shape, a little bit opened up. Okay, I've taken this metaphor farther than it needs to be taken. So anyway, water, air, and salt. So we need one of these, need this, need this, need this. Alright, so I do need all my reagents, and I will need at least this. Okay, and what are you going to do with all those pieces? This shape looks awkward. I can imagine how, with like an arm here, I could form this much of it, but then I'd have to tack on like those three bonds and those three bonds. Maybe it won't be so bad. How many arms am I willing to use here? Probably more than one. Alright, so could I maybe... Ooh. Alright, you know what? Let's have maybe this. So that should manufacture a tin, right? A tin is all I need? Yes. Okay. So tin factory is here. You can reach it for bonding as necessary. So first you need salt. Okay, I mean, my first thought is this. This will cause problems, probably. Ah. Okay, so for that to work, I would need... Can I do this the other way around? Totally. Here, start over. Wait, no. Also, no, I can't. It needs to be that way around for the salt to reach the right place. Now what I can do... No, that won't work. Here, you're distracting me. You're useful as a reference, but I don't need you specifically there right now. Air is not involved yet. I'm just sort of working on, like, putting those three together right now. So you take that, you... put it nowhere. What? No, wait, that's number 2. You're number 1. You put it here, you reset, you take that, you salt it there. Okay, so I got salt and water bonded there. Okay, yeah, the reason I wanted to do it the other way around was to not have to do this step. But you know what? That step's fine. We're gonna pivot right twice, rotate left once, then go get the tin that's there long ago. I don't actually want to reset. Okay, so you'll be there at this point. Grab... Oh. Okay, have I done what I think I've done? I put those instructions on the wrong arm. Whoops. Those are supposed to go... Wait. What's all this? Okay, yeah, I just put those in the wrong channel. Okay. Okay, that all looks right. Now I'm gonna have to grab an air from somewhere. And just kind of keep rotating this the same way. Yeah, this will be fine. Kind of thinking maybe like this could be over here. Different ideas are coming to me. Number 2 can do more jobs, maybe. Okay, this is gonna get weird. That's fine. How has that disrupted things? You just need to go a different way. Right, and change this one too, and then that should be fine. Ooh, okay. Right, I do have that problem. So, hold off on that for a bit then. Sure, because you're going around that way. You're going to go get that. You do this, and that's fine. Great. Okay, and what you can do then... you'll need a track for this, which is fine. You can... no, you won't. Why would you need a track? Right, yeah, so my weird plan here was to have this... I could put it there. I have no real reason not to put it exactly there. That's fine. Now, I'm going to run into some problems further down the road, but I guess that's all right. So I've placed an air atom here. Now what's going on in that area? That's probably going to get in the way of something. Yeah. Okay, so that needs to not be there until much later. Something like that. Okay, one later than that. All right. So that's cool. You're going to be busy doing some pivoting stuff. All right, did that do what I wanted it to? Looks about like it. Neat. That's all the correct shape. Now you need another salt, and you can just do that on your own. So pivot, pivot, left, release. Okay, getting that other salt in there is fine. You can do it. Right here you actually just want to reset. No, wait. Okay, so for the salt, this time you actually need to... Oh, that doesn't work. Right, I have this problem. You can't go here and then swing back around. And you can't make it through there because that thing's in the way. So instead... Let's see, can I pull this off? Instead, you're just going to bond that as water there, then calcify it later, I think. So right here, you're grabbing water. Ooh. I think that's done what I want. 2 is idle, yes. I'm planning to maybe have it work on, like, this half of the thing. This is as far ahead as I've thought. I think I have one too many pivots before rotating. That is going to collide there. So you'll need to swap some of these around. There we go. So cool. Now it's way over there. And not exactly the right way around. If you were to pivot right now... it'd be fine. This would end up here. So instead of this, what if I... Yes, that's what I want. Okay. So let's do this little juggling act here, just see how far I can get with it. What would that do? Next bond I need to make is what? Probably air to this right here. And what shape do I have? One more time. It's distracting to me that this is a different color. This is very dark, this is not. So I need to bond an air atom onto here. I mean, if I'm at that point... Yeah, cycle count, I know, don't worry about it. Now at some point you need to sneak one of those in there. Probably right around... here or so? Okay, so you would... what's your state? You've reset fully. That won't sneak it all the way in. But let's see how far it gets. Yeah, you might make it. Okay, no, if you were like 2 turns earlier, that should probably work. Alright, so while that rotation operation is in progress... Okay, you made it. There we go. I snuck that in. Why you rotate like that? That's not the right action. You want to do this. Okay. Why are you going all the way over there? I must have lost my place. Okay. Yeah, you're in position for doing this. Now getting the salt in there, and the last one? I don't know about this last one. Without introducing another arm? How's my area? Yeah, covering a bunch there, but I'm going to occupy some of those spaces with the outputs. Alright. So right at that point, that's in position, and I'm ready for the air, which is sitting here. Cool. Where's your... Well, you know what? No, I don't want to reset. Okay, so you have it gripped right here. So you want to release. Okay. That's the wrong bond. That's not how I want to do that. Yeah, I need to do a bond that is impossible in this circumstance, because something would need to occupy this space. I need this sort of V shape here, and I can't put it there. So if I wanted to keep this layout, I would need to do something, I would need to do things in a different order. And even then, I think it's still impossible, because you'd need the V shape here. Yeah, one way or another. Is that true? Could you do it like this? I don't think so. No, I can't just reorient that. It has to be both sides, and yeah, I've painted myself into a corner here. I mean, at this point, probably the thing to do is just to introduce another glyph of bonding, because I don't think I'm going to get this guy out of the way. Is there a minor change I could make to make this all still work this way, though? Do I really want to? I mean, is this an elegant solution? Okay, now hang on. So I could do one V-bond like that. I could do a V-bond like this. And get those in place. And then once those are made... Let's see, with the 5... So that's not a useful way to think about that. Alright, so this bond... Oh, that's awkward, but it fits for these two. You already do that, though. So that part's done. So once that part's done... If I want to do this, it looks an awful lot like a problem because of you here. But as long as I do that before I tack on this salt atom, maybe I'm fine. At this point I think I've built... Wait, do I have something making the wrong kind of bond? That was, yeah, you made the wrong thing. Why is your period all the way out there? What? Oh, because you wait to start. Okay. You're starting there. Okay, so I'm making the wrong kind of bond. Where is everything at this point? So instead of that, to make the V this way around, does that mean I'd have to come at it from the left with the air? So hang on, I have this shape here. Flip it. Okay, so pivot it to the right by 1. Yeah, so like stick this down here on, you know, rotate. This is my fulcrum. I'm rotating from here to here. Then this is my fulcrum. I'm rotating from here to here. So we have tin, water, then the air has to be in there, and the bond will be made correctly. Okay, so once I'm at... Okay, just start over. Right, so right at this instruction, okay, that's exactly where my pivot point is. That's what I want, so I'm going to delete this. Yes, you can still do... you shouldn't, though. Okay, now you want to go pick up the water, right? Okay, what have I done? Is that even close to what I need to do? Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, but I'm making this bond instead of this one. So it's the wrong element. Or, well, rather the wrong position. Once I'm in that situation... No, the situation I wanted is something different. This is over to the right 1, pivoted clockwise 1. That's snuck in the side. Okay, so we need to juggle. So what's going to have to happen... Arm number 2 is going to grab this and move it out of the way for a bit. Oh, I can't do that, can I? Maybe if I stash this down here. This is getting excessively silly. I'm not going to walk over my wet paint. I'm going to keep on painting in this corner until I get the entire room from right where I'm standing. Alright, so what I'm going to do... When did I put the air there? Okay, so right here, you want to go left one more before you reset. So you've stashed the air here. And in fact, you don't actually want to reset, you just want to release. Go here, go here. And number 1's job now is to put that into a place where you can reach it. How's he going to do that? You've done it. Perfect. Okay, so just stop right there. Do a release. Don't know what those instructions were. Not going to worry about that yet. Number 2 is in waiting, so you want to grip. Pull it to the right. Can you get away with that, or are you going to collide? I think you're going to collide with this. No, you're not. You're fine. Okay, so with that out of the way, number 1 can sneak the air through there. No, not yet. Because he can't reach this tile, so he needs your help. Okay, so you have to release. Your arm is currently here, so left, left, left. Grab left. Or no, right. And you are waiting for that to happen. Which it does right here. Okay, so you're going to grab that, move it to the left, and then what have I done? This is neat. So there's that handoff. You grab that. Hey, you did the bond. Perfect. You did it exactly. Okay. And I'm back at the beginning, right? Yes. Okay. Okay. Now this last bond here, I've already done exactly that. All you gotta do is go left 1 and stick a water in there, right? Oh, that's gonna calcify this air. Uh-oh. There's nothing I can do about that, is there? If there were already an air there, and it were bonded, then I wouldn't have to... I don't need a water to calcify. I can calcify an air just fine. Yeah, so like if you had... With the air on the way from here to here, if a salt had already been there, which I can do with... Okay, yeah, so while that's idle... Alright, so while you're here... Instead of sitting there waiting for a water... Well, yeah, this just kind of works out. Or an air. You want to actually reset yourself. Grab one of those. And stick it there. You'll need a little more time to do stuff, which is totally fine. Right, that's this one. You're going to have to wait a moment on this, I think. Hang on, so what have I done? Boy, this is going to be a slow machine. It'll be very cheap, though. This is all perfect. Look at that. Okay. That's the right shape, right? Okay, so just mentally rotate this clockwise by 1 step. So salt, air, tin, water, salt, air, salt. So now I just got to tack on the water here and the salt there. Yeah, that's a problem. This had to happen last because I can't rotate it around. Like, I need to make a left rotation right now. Do I? Yeah, this will have to intersect with this space. So all of this business has to happen later, but I don't think it can. Okay. Because yeah, for access to... like, this would have to be the position to bond the tin to the water. Could I, perhaps... No, the other way around is the same thing. So with this here, that is impossible. All spaces around this are occupied. If this could just temporarily not be there, though... Let's see, so I still need this bond, and then I would need this bond. So yeah, the presence of this is a problem. So I could like stick this over here and add another arm for delivering that just to that spot. That's probably... Let's see, so glyph of bonding is 10G. Another arm is 20. But that would only be adding another arm. Because if I'd add another glyph of bonding, I would definitely need another arm elsewhere anyway. Okay, so if I did that, you'd be working with... Right, so the only bonds you'd need are this one with products you can reach, or reagents you can reach. This one with reagents you can reach. Okay. And then... don't think I can extract it after that, can I? Yeah, so once you're caged in like that... Wait, no. If you're gripped on right where your arm is, and you were to pivot left, I'd end up with this. Then after that, if the arm, which will be right over where that thing is, or here. Oh, okay, so that's a clear space. So that arm grips onto it from the salt, and the output goes right here. I think this works. Taking up a lot of area down here that I'd kind of rather not, but you know what? I'm committed to my corner, and my corner demands that I sacrifice area. Again, cost is number 1, area is number 2, cycles is number infinity, apparently. Alright, so you have a little bit of a startup time, so I guess I'll just take everything. Can I control A? I cannot. Can I shift drag? I can. Boy, that's a lot of instructions. So it's just the initial startup time, so you need 1, 2... Yeah, you just need to wait 2. So arm number 3 is not going to do much, but it will do things. So whenever arm number 1 needs to grab a water atom, which is how often? Here's a spot where it does. so every time it resets and then grabs. Here's another spot. I think those are the only 3. Oh, there's one more. So I guess 2 of the salts are, hey, waters. Okay, now I still have some additional work to do though. Let's just step through this a bit and see how I'm doing. Like, the only thing that's changed here is this little handoff. At no point should that intersect that space. I like that little ballet that's done there. That's nice. Was there a bunch of extra shuffling in there? Hold on, let's take another look at that section. So, like, your goal right now, I think you could just sit there while the air travels. Yeah, all this stuff you're doing is unnecessary. If I can make the air travel differently. No, but you're handing it to that. Hang on, so if the ultimate result is air is here, this grips that by that. I think I can do that better. It looked like there was a lot of unnecessary work in there. Like, yeah, as soon as what? Even earlier than that. Man, yeah, there's a lot of shuffling here that doesn't need to be. So as soon as this bond is made, so let's have number 2 be doing its job way earlier. As soon as this bond is made, if you pivoted right, that would go there. You can't pivot right, can you? Well, you can. You do. No. Surprisingly, all of this work is necessary. Never mind. No, it's how it needs to be. Yeah, for that result, turning all the way around and calcifying as you do, I think I do need to do it this way. Alright, that's fine. So there's a handoff. Here's a salt. Here comes that air that was stashed away. There's that bond, and this is the end of my instruction set. Okay. Everything's resetting because, well, yeah, okay, so. Wait, but what have I done right there? So once we're there, I'm gonna need a couple of things here. This dude here, and what? What, I only get one? No, I need it in both of these channels. Because the loop point is wrong now. I can't control... What? X. What? All instruction sequences are automatically padded so they have the same period as the longest instruction in the solution, which ensures that all arms are kept in sync. Okay, well, you know what? Maybe I don't need this at all. Let's do without it for now. So I just learned the way I'm using it is not the way the game expects me to use it, apparently. That might be fine. I won't worry about it yet, but it is really weird that I can only have one. Yeah, it just expects to be used at the end, not the beginning. I mean, I guess I could insert another dummy instruction here, like a, you know, an extend or something. Wonder if it would complain if that's a non-piston arm. So it tries to reverse it. This arm cannot extend or retract. Alright, so you can't issue that instruction. I could do like a grab and a release. I guess, if I needed to. Okay. Anyway. That's fine. I'll worry about that part later. I mean, actually, okay, so just so that I don't have to worry about it later, I can do this, and I can do this. There. But yeah, game doesn't expect me to do what I'm doing. Unsurprisingly, like, what am I doing here? This is ridiculous. Alright, so I have created a situation where I have this much of this. I just need the one more water here and the one more salt. Okay, so you're gonna, oh boy, here's a dance that needs to happen. So number one needs to release and pick up a water here that you have put there. Stash it right here. Pick up that thing. Come back for it. And then bond it, right? Number two, you gotta release your thing. Just do a reset. Okay, so here's my water stash. Move that there. Oh, you calcified. Oh, I forgot about that problem. Oh. Okay, so you know what? I might have a solution for that. I don't love it, but I think it will work. There was one spot where I wanted to use that in place, though, on a like an error or something. Okay, so we'll have to reprogram that part of this, I think. Like, you already expected a salt, so I'd have to... Yeah, right there. This was supposed to be salt, but that is a water, so I can do that. That's fine. As long as I'm never trying to calcify an air. And I don't think I am. Right, that one's calcified water. Yeah. Yeah, this looks fine. Oh, I foresee something really silly that's about to need to happen here. Oh, it's impossible, actually. Shoot. Because, yeah, for that last bond to be in place... Well... I'm not so sure. Okay, so let's get those salts in there. I'm committing to this. I can make this work. I'm going to. That's what's happening. Alright, so that second one needs to be a salt, I think. You flip it all the way around for some reason. Yeah, because that's just what you do. Okay, second one needs to be salt. So you're going to grab and go around the other direction. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and conveniently, oops, that fits exactly. And exactly the amount of time that takes, you put that there. Okay, so what's the other time I need a salt instead of a water? The very next one. That's supposed to be salt. Okay, great. So I want the end to line up, but the, oops, 3, 4, 5, and this. Yeah, okay, so that should line up and give you the salt. Neat. And wasn't there one more? Yeah, okay, that wants to be salt. I can tell because you're passing over where the glyph used to be. Okay. Alright, so then this should all be back to full workingness, with that having gotten out of the way. Wasn't that the wrong element? No, that's the correct one. Okay, and that's the current end of my program. Alright, so now I need one more salt to sneak in here somehow. Let's go... When is that going to happen? I think right at this instruction, you need to make a detour, have a salt that was placed here, stash it right there. Yeah, you got this little queue of things. Yes, this makes sense. And there is room for that, as long as you're doing just that. Okay, so yeah, we're queuing up this assembly line right here. And then I'm basically done. Cool. Okay, now, but hold on. It was at which instruction? There's going to be some waiting. Because I needed to pass you a water. Well, but... Okay, so right here, you are passed a water, but that can happen earlier. Okay, so the handoff... This handoff is a water. But I need an additional one for a salt. Now, you can put that there... How much earlier? So from this instruction, is this space clear? Yeah, nothing occupies any of those spaces. Neat. Okay. So put that there as soon as you possibly can. Right, he already resets. Come back and make a salt. Wow, look at that lineup. That is exactly the instruction I needed. All right. However, something's wrong. No, a couple of things are wrong here. So you've put that there. You actually need to hold off. The two of you need to do a dance first. Okay, so this moves over here a little bit. You're going to have to release, left, grab, left, left, release, right, right, grab, left, release, right, right, grab, and then do the rest of this, I think. You need to wait until some time to do that. I think right about here. Yes, you're waiting. Uh-huh. 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 There's an extra grab in there. And probably an extra left. No, wait. No, you just don't know what's going on at this point, do you? What you're trying to do... Yeah, this isn't like, you know, assembly language where I can actually tell what's going on, kind of, in an instruction. Like, I don't have any markers or anything. I don't know, like, what part of the program this is supposed to be. You do need to relocate this, but at this point, it looks to me like I just have my releases and grabs mixed up, but I think what's actually going on is I need to insert release left left before I do that. Okay. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Shuffle that there. Now you can't do that next left. You need to do a shuffle first. Okay, that's fine. So that's release, right, right, grab left, release, left grab. Oh boy, the instruction count on this, well, the cycle count. I haven't made a single product yet. Okay, 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 yes. Okay, I think I have just another part of my program here because this has never gone this far through there. So let's just delete all this and write fresh. All right, so you are there having released. So you go right, right grab left, I think. Then I think I want to know what I'm doing afterward, but I need to know what my state is. Perfect. All right, product is manufactured. You're going to have to pivot carefully. You're going to go to the right. And I think you want to release. Left. No. Right. Grab pivot. Left. Reset. At which point you take over. Your arm is in the wrong position at this point, right? You've just done a reset. Which you don't need to do. Instead, make that a release. Get in position. No, you are in position. Okay. Have I done anything like what I wanted to do? Oh, number 1 is done, by the way. Number 3 can grab pivot and go one instruction earlier than this. Okay, so this becomes a reset. You all go away. You grab pivot, go left, reset, and we're done. This is super silly. I love it. This is what this game is about. Overcommitting to a ridiculous solution, never giving up when I paint it into a corner. Somehow managed to paint the rest of the room anyway. There we go. Alright. So taking up a lot of area up there, it's fine. I kind of really wanted my output to end up here because I'm already encroaching into that area, but it just didn't work out that way. I needed the extra arm here anyway, so logically, since these guys are pretty trapped, that's where I'm going to put my thing. I could maybe have had arm number 2 actually be the one that delivers this in there, and that maybe could have saved me like a couple of squares, but I think it would amount to about the same thing. Nah, that could save quite a few squares actually. Okay, yeah, so possible optimization. Move this up here, have 1 handed off to 2 instead of 3 to put it into an output there. This is going to take a bit to just run. Still need 2 more products. What's this making? Stain remover? Yeah, so, Clara, was that her name? Gonna have to wait a little while before the stain's out of her clothing. I really like that little, this whole shuffle. This is so silly and unnecessary, but I love it. Some people did it and more. I'm not at the very top. I am at the very bottom of this, pretty much. Not enough resolution to see whether I'm actually at the very bottom, but pretty much. And look at that. Exactly average on area. Alright, well, I'm happy with that. That worked surprisingly well. I imagine you could sell this solvent if you had a mind to go into business. Maybe we should. We already had a good joke about becoming clothiers. How lovely, though. I'd go to you for all my couture. All we need is that mannequin, and we can open up shop right here. Yes, what a great location. This sort of thing is amusing to speak of in jest, but sometimes I do wish I could lead a simple life. Perhaps one day you can. Though I rather doubt it. All right, neat. I'm just very pleased that My committing to the corner I painted myself into managed to actually work somehow. I didn't have to completely rework that. I had to like add the third arm, yes, and move the water slightly out of the way, but that's a small change in my overall plan. I don't actually know like what I'd do differently to save on cost now, knowing what I know there. Maybe nothing. I mean, as far as cost goes, 100G, I'd say that's pretty ideal. You know, yeah, sure. I'm happy with that one. All right, and again, that's one that I definitely should come back to and do a cycles solution on it, because it'd just be completely different. I'd have so many glyphs of bonding, so many arms moving everywhere, like just do everything all at once. You know, the goal would be like move every atom into place in like one cycle, which you'd have to wait for your reagents. So right, full utilization of reagent. Every time a reagent is available to grab, you grab it and move it into place as quick as possible. Get all the bonds done, get it straight to the exit. Yeah, definitely doing a second pass on several puzzles, including that one, for cycles. But I guess I'm finishing the game just optimizing for cost first? I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right, I'll see you next time for... Ooh, sword alloy? We're making a sword? Neat. Sounds fun. All right, see you then for that.